Hey there, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky. Episode 17. The Search for a Freighter. I think it's just I don't... Oh, knock, knock. How do you solve this? Can you open up? I wonder what satellite receivers do. Oh, let's just put one on there. Oh, just a generic maneuverability +1. I'll center it for all of you. It actually really doesn't want to be centered. I can't rotate it, it seems. Forget it. If your ship doesn't want you on, what do you do? Hey, Mr. Ship. I'm gonna summon it again. Can't land here? Yeah, I could teleport to a new system I visited. That'll work. Ooh, before I do that, let's see if they have copper. Nope. This is the previous system I was in. It's funny, the one of the first features the game had was like base building and all the manufacturing that entails with base building. And then as the game updated over time, it like phased out the need for base building and the manufacturing because you didn't need to like do production chain management for money anymore, right? Like money was really easy to come by, was not a struggle. And now, like, you can almost fully ignore living on planets. You can just live in the stars near perpetually. It's interesting how the game changed over time, where the, It's not to say that you couldn't do base building, but I don't think it's really the focus anymore. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't count as a warp for freighter fights. Yeah, I need to actually burn that fuel. So, let's do another hop. Getting closer to the freighter. Ice Rin. And I think this hop I'll be out of antimatter, so I'll need to refill my engines, if I'm not mistaken. This is a high conflict level system, meaning more likely to be, I think, intercepted by pirates. So we have to see if that holds true. Yep, hyperdrive is out. So in order to charge the hyperdrive, I can either feed it warp cells or hypercores. I think warp cells makes sense at this point for me. So, condensed carbon. I don't have a lot of carbon right now, so I'll probably need to go planet side and just chop down some trees, essentially, for the carbon for antimatter. Ooh, right, ferrite dust for the housing. Yeah, that's a little bit of fuel. Now, if I was to make the big one, I would need storm crystals, and I don't have any storm crystals because I haven't been to a like a active storm planet world yet. And for me to get more antimatter, I need more condensed carbon. So I have a little bit of regular carbon on me that I can refine into condensed carbon. But I'm going to quickly run out of carbon entirely, so I will need to go planet side for refilling my warp. But I'll do that in a minute because I'm here to upgrade my suit. Harbinger. B-class. I have enough nanites to look at the blueprints, but I only have 800, and usually S tier stuff costs 7. So barely enough. Let's do another shield. So that's the 3 shield ones that I can have. I believe that's the max. It's like 3 of each type. So I'm, there are some ways to get, like, shields and cores doing the, like, main quest line, but essentially I'm nearing the max that I could hypothetically be at. So to get even tankier, I would need, you know, there's diminishing returns on improvements, essentially. Okay. Brings my fuel up to 50%. I can actually do one more. 67%. Now I'm out of carbon. Let's remember to take the shortcut this time. Nope. Thought we had done the spin. You lose all reference frame when you run around on the inside of your ship with no windows. And get ripped right back to the pilot seat. Nada and Polo are like, what is this traveler doing? They keep showing up and disappearing and showing up and disappearing. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm just addicted to a better suit. That's all. So I need, what, 2-3 more warps left before another freighter fight? And to talk about the freighter mechanics, once you own a freighter is essentially just a means to own a fleet. Inside of a freighter used to be kind of like the Corvette systems, but you don't fly a freighter around. It just like parks itself in a star system. And on a freighter, there's a significant amount of stuff that you can build inside of it. And it was the original way to have like a mobile home, I guess. And now that there's Corvettes, you can have a mobile ship that you build yourself and then a mobile home that you build yourself. And then the other method for the other thing the freighter does is allows you to run a fleet. So you can call in your fleet, summon your freighter, and summon your squadron. Your squadron are ships that are like dry docked to your freighter. So your freighter serves multiple purposes. One is it's like a buildable pseudo base that you can move around, and the other is it's your fleet anchor where then you run missions off of. Unfortunately for me, the missions are like rather lengthy, so they're not all that reasonable to do on stream, because I would like queue one up and then, you know, 5 hours later I would have another mission or something. So it's a mechanic that we can't do a whole lot of streaming wise. Where do I want to go? How about here? 5, try 24. Yeah, you're right. It's more like 24. But it's a similar mechanic that a lot of games have, where you just have like NPCs that you go issue to do missions with for fueling up with resources, and then they come back with whatever you sent them to go obtain. Like, I'm thinking about like Assassin's Creed has similar stuff like that, or a lot of the like city builder stuff like that. I have no idea what he said. But it's a planet in distress. It's a overseer mission. No thanks, Gek. Chat didn't vote for me to help you, so you get to die on that planet. Because that's what chat wants. That's right, chat. I'm making you out to be the villains. Mwah. I like the color-themed stations. Pink and purple. Oh, that looks fancy. It sucks, but it looks fancy. It's nice that I finally have some... I have like quite a lot of exosuit room now. I could probably just do the hops without having... I'll skip the whole like going to the anomaly now. Because, you know, there's functionally an infinite amount of planets, or star systems, so it's never like I'm going to be out of station exosuit upgrades, because you just do another hop. It just costs a little bit more, twice the warp core to not drop into the anomaly, but I'm going to do that anyway. Okay, planet in distress. I can't abandon this, can I? Whatever. Let's be honest, chat is the villains. Sometimes. You know. Not always, but there are moments where I question whether chat wants me to succeed or not. Watching me fail epically has its own allure, I get. It's like the game I'm going to be playing tomorrow, Stationeers, comes with some pretty funny bugs. Like one that can happen to you, which is like, you go to move an item, and it like clips into your body and like breaks you completely. So you go to like lift a box, and the box is like, smash! And it just like breaks your helmet and you suffocate. Like, that bug happens frequently enough that it's actually rather funny when it does, but then after it happens multiple times, you're like, alright, I've had it, I'm done. I'm done getting like murdered by my own equipment. With that said, failure can be funny, and also educational. I mean, you learn from mistakes. Like, even in this series, I, like, destroyed my own multi-tool completely accidentally, and that was, like, funny. A little tragic, because I was like, damn it, I had worked on that multi-tool. But then, luckily, the game saw fit to give me a replacement pretty quickly, so I wasn't, I was not suffering. Start practicing your maniacal laugh. Yep. Nothing evil about that. Okay. Is this the hop? Let's go to this place. Next warp through the fight? I think so. I think you're right. Or not? Maybe? I'll fly over to the fleet. I don't see them in distress, though. Should be the one after this. I could also just, like, land and buy, but I'd rather save. So, I'll do one more jump. Do I have the fuel for it, though? 7%? Is that enough for a full jump? If I have to go lumberjacking some trees, I will. The other thing is, like, buying condensed carbon isn't out of the question. I hadn't considered it until just now, but I don't actually need to go planet-side to cut trees down for... I like how in this game you can just turn, like, trees and shrubs that you cut down into, like, antimatter warp cores. That's pretty fancy. Hey, they had the copper. For the Atlas pass. I'm actually just going to buy a microprocessor, because I don't even have to get the one out of storage. So there we go. Pass number 1. Pass number 2 is going to require me to go to a different type of star system. For cadmium, which I don't currently have, but that's fine. Pass number 1 works for all the smaller openable object stuff. Oh, it's selling even more copper. Not that I need it. A-class tool. And exosuit's looking a bit more spacious now, I'd like to think. So if at any point you want me to, like, improve my exosuit, there's a lot more space to put in, you know, aquatic upgrades, hazard upgrades, language upgrades, etc., etc. Alright, has no fuel, so tree time. How do you upgrade your backpack? When you get an exosuit upgrade, you choose between your tech slots and your cargo slots. The same is true of your starship, tech slots or cargo slots. So whenever you upgrade your things, you can just select a box. So if I wanted to unlock this slot, I could. I'm just choosing technology, because for cargo, the cheapest way to do cargo... yeah, let's fly there. Although I'm not traveling very fast. The cheapest way to do cargo is just to build more storage containers. Because, like, that's hella inexpensive compared to, like, slots. Because that just cost me a microprocessor and some metal plating, which is nothing in the scheme of things. So that's why, when given the chance, or choice, I almost always go tech slots. Because you can't just throw a microprocessor and 3 plating to get a tech slot. That would be incredible. And quite the shortcut. So if I'm going to uranium world, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get uranium for the launch fuel. Not that I do a lot of landings, but filling up my launch is not a horrible idea. And I somehow thought it was a good idea to travel to this planet not doing pulse, which would have taken 6 minutes. I'm glad I was like, no, that was dumb. So I am here for trees. Or carbon plus deposits. Either will work. Critical exposure in 3 minutes, so this is not like a super pleasant planet to be on. Greatest radiation resistance. Yep, that makes sense. On this radioactive wasteland, that we would find radioactive resistant plants. I'm just gonna ignore the measures, I don't care. A 1 star is not gonna bother me much. I might even kill it just to heal off of its drops. Alright, I need 2 more health. Nothing like a little murder to heal. Where are they? Oh, they're arriving. There you are. All healed. These animals look like reasonable. Sometimes they look like super exotic that they would never exist. The animals on this planet look convincing so far. I wonder how close I am to a full catalog. I didn't really check. I just started scanning. Five out of 6. Oh, I'm pretty close. So the last one is daytime uncommon flying. Well, it seems to be daytime. Sun is right up in the sky. So I bet I can get a full catalog without too much effort. Hey, Event! Not often on Twitch, but thank you for the resub. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I got Twitch isn't for everyone, so no hard feelings there. Oh, shut up, Sentinels. Oh, there it is. Full catalog. All right. Let's get... oh, wrong portal. Let's get this carbon smelting. And then we'll do our last... I think the last hop we need for the freighter fight. Binge watching some RimWorld on YouTube. What series is it? Cheers. Yes, right. I was hypothetically looking for uranium and then sort of didn't. Oh, I forgot I had a radiation shield too. I guess I'll feed that a ion battery. Ah, you finished the Dino one. Yeah, I remember seeing your YouTube comment about the Jurassic Splashdown. Always a good time. Okay. back up to 57. If I did want uranium, I think it's smart to at least top up my my launch engines. Let's grab a little bit of that before we go. Oh. There we go. I think there's a radiation storm outside right now, so it might be a bad time to go out. Because my time until critical death was very short even without the storm. What is it? How do I see that again? Oh, well, you know, if there's a cave, that changes things. So the uranium, where is it? It's 30 and it's that way. Yeah, bathed in warm green glow. Exactly. Oh, it's... okay, there it is. This might be a micro node. I'm not seeing a whole lot of uranium here. Really, plant? Okay, fine. That's probably good enough. Yep, we're full. Cool. I wasn't looking for, like, a horde of it, just so that reads 100% and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, up, up, and away. Time to get a freighter. A Gek Dissident solar system. And it will be the first run of actually using these ship weapons. Or not. Why is this so peaceful? All right, compromise. One more drop into the space station, and then we'll do another hop. I swore I made enough jumps to trigger another freighter, but game says no. Doesn't it show an icon on the galaxy map? Does it? Maybe if you have the combat scanner, the conflict scanner. But I got no such. Let's see, if I put my rocket launcher away, what can I install? Teleport receiver. I don't have the combat anyway. But yeah, I don't think it does. I don't think it shows you that, as far as I'm aware. Conflict just shows you piracy for outlaw systems, if I'm not mistaken, and just like the general threat level. You need to own a freighter for it to show? Oh, okay, that makes sense. I haven't met the minimum requirement to buy in. Do we... Another thing to look for is just like, if we can find a freighter fleet. Because you can dock the freighter fleets and make an offer for the freighter itself, just the same way that you can, like, anyone's ship. All the NPCs are willing to sell you their ship, which is interesting. Certainly an interesting mechanic of, like, you can buy anything that you want. And with infinite money, you can buy everyone's everything. Hyper-capitalism. Right. This will be the last exosuit upgrade that I, like, endeavor to get outside of, like, naturally coming to a station. Now that I have the full initial tech slots. I don't think the full catalog of the animals at Karm Prime... Yeah, there we go. It didn't reward me properly. It's good to know that the, like, upload all is not really an upload all. You kind of have to remember when you full catalog that you ought to tell HQ. I don't even know who you're telling. People on the anomaly, someone cares, someone wants it. Tell that one person, whoever they are, hey, I'm done. Oh, not this again. Game, why? Oh, was there a prompt? Oh, nice. I can, like, force the door open by, like, hitting the button from the outside. So why am I not getting freighter events? The other thing I could do is I could seek out... Oh, you know what? That might be... I don't know if this will work, but, the guide for the Rebel Star might help. Yeah, I should have gotten one by now. You're not wrong. Well, let's go to a Rebel Star. And, where... Oh, wow. That... I think what I'll do is I'll use the teleporter on the station to go to the system that I have my base at, because it's going to be a lot faster than hyperdrive hopping. Save on fuel. Because at this point, like, I've made a reasonable effort to try to trigger a freighter event, and if it's not happening, I'm gonna, you know, do something else. So, current priority is head to a pirate system. So I want to go to the station where my base is at. Is it... I don't want to warp to the outpost. I want to warp to the station. It's this one. Do you think not taking the reward from the first one fight might have bugged it? Yeah, without having to, like, deep dive into the wiki or whatever, I'm just gonna roll with it. I could probably do the research and figure out why it happened, but, I got time for tabbing out for 5 minutes and failing to do my really only job as a streamer is to stream, so. It could have bugged. But a reasonable alternative is to head to a pirate system, and it's also possible that, like, triggering some other event, like going to a pirate system and then, okay, I have no fuel, and then returning back to the priority I was working on will, like, fix it. Maybe that's wishful thinking. You can see why one of the advantages of Sentinel ships, where you can refuel with just shards that you harvest, is a lot easier to deal with. I like the Corvettes, but they don't refuel as easy than just shoving radiant shards into your engine core, which act as like the hyper warp cores or whatever. They're like even more fuel bang for your buck. I could also go to a stormy system and harvest storm crystals, and that's actually not too hard to do in a Corvette. Traditionally, the way to do it was to get like an exo craft, because the weather conditions are so violent that it would, you know, you don't want to be outside. But now with a Corvette, I can just warp down, grab the crystals, warp back to the Corvette. It makes a lot of the planetary environmental and storm effects negated a fair bit. Oh, this is okay. This isn't a pirate station. It is coordinates to a pirate station. Got it. Where am I going? 400 units this way? Okie dokie. It's only negative 15 Celsius, so my hazard protection is not having to do much of anything. Oh, you changed your mind. You want me to go this way? Okie dokie. How's that rock floating? You know, space magic. It's pretty common to find floating things. There's essentially no real physics that exists in the world that isn't violated somehow. Ah, there you are. So, this is a pirate ship. It's got a lot of slots. Sure. Claim. My Atlas pass lets me crack into this thing. The damaged machinery. More nanites. And then the distress beacon. There is nothing here but the distress beacon of a crashed starship. There's no signs of life, but how about the logs? Attempt to salvage the logs from the crashed ship. And we'll recover the cockpit recording. And it's some language I don't know. Resist the red. We shall cut out its crimson eye. So we're going to take the rendezvous beacon. And... oh, look at them dissidents. Getting all pissy. So there is a beacon here, which indicates the rendezvous for where the pirates are. Or an oversimplification. You know, for a, wow, I'm like refilling my jetpack faster than I'm using it. I could just like fly. Oh, can I land it? Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Who needs to beam aboard? Just fly to your ship. I like this planet. I don't know if there's storms here, but it's it doesn't require hazard protection, and it's gravity and jetpack refill. It's kind of nice. Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch a next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Voyagers.